Yo, Brooklyn Boyz.
Radio back again with another episode.
Yes, so we got a special guest in the house today with us.
We got my man.
That was a light clap, bro.
RAYAN. Look, I'm one man, bro. How many hands? You can't get applause from two hands.
RAYAN motherfucking Lawrence, people. And we got 3 chocolate niggas on the screen today, so I don't know what y'all ladies gonna do.
Dark Skin Dudes Incorporated.
You got 3 chocolate niggas out here today.
I mean,
I don't know how they gonna pick though.
I'm saying beards come in small, medium, and XL,
There you
bro.
go. They already know who to pick.
Oh, shit. Yo, get this nigga out of here. He was winning earlier because he part Jamaican and he fake ass Trinidadian with Tico over there. Tico! That's Tico Man, actually. Tico Man. So wait a minute. Tico was asking you something earlier, real quick. I'm jump right in. I don't even give a fuck.
Let's do it.
So Tico, I don't know if it was Tico or E Legendary. They said you got some old coochie for somebody they knew.
Hey yo, I don't know, man. It was back in the day. I don't know.
That's what I was laughing. I told Tico, he ain't gonna remember that. Like the type of coochie he getting now, he ain't gonna remember nothing. Like why would he remember back then?
Nah, what you mean, man?
Yeah.
Come on. Nigga, what you mean, man? Oh my
It
God.
must be prices what you get now.
Man, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Different
level, right? Different variety. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the regular Henny, VSOP, and then you got the new joint. What's the new joint? What's the new one we just had?
XO.
There you go. You know what I mean?
So you forgot this plain old Henny.
That plain on Henny is gone.
Yeah. You don't remember plain old Henny no more. But nah, man, we thank you for coming on the show first and foremost.
Thank you
know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
Yeah, we fans, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
I appreciate
definitely.
Wait, hold on. I'm never a fan. We're supporters.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. No,
This
seriously.
nigga right here.
And I know I support you guys too.
Nah,
you know what I
definitely,
mean? So
definitely, bro.
You know what I mean? Y'all work already speak for itself, so you already know.
It's so crazy, Mo. We just talking, and we got a mutual friend. Shout out to Miss China Lane. She had put me on to this gentleman years ago. What was the name of the movie?
Shoot, damn.
I
just
said it to you.
Deeper Love.
Deeper
People
Love.
Love. Y'all check that out. It's probably on somebody DVD or
Red Box.
And I remember she sending me to go buy it, and I went to go pick it up, and I bought it.
Support it.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit.
It's my homegirl. I wasn't supporting you. I was supporting her.
That's right.
Nah, but it was good.
Yeah.
And I remember years later, when I was doing Money and Violence, she had called me. She's like, "Yo, keep my guy in mind." But Mo didn't want to fuck with you.
This guy right here. Yo, listen. That line was around the corner. Back at the time, man.
Mo was like, "Yo, Styles, you bringing me niggas every day."
Yeah,
That wasn't because of you, though. It wasn't that.
Yeah, it was just, bro, I was getting bombarded with 1,000 people a day.
You know, it's a hot show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you know, different.
You got to shoot your shot.
Got to shoot your shot.
Yeah,
you know
but that's so crazy that how everything come 360, right? Like
Always.
life just, and I didn't. Every time I saw you on BMF, I was like, yo, I know this kid from somewhere. I don't know where I know him from. I know him. And then you just brought up China name and it just brought me back. So now that's dope, man. I'm glad to see you doing your thing.
Yo,
Congratulations to
appreciate
you,
it,
man.
bro. Congratulations
Definitely,
to you
man.
guys too.
Congrats, man, for real.
So before we get into our nonsense, we're gonna drag you into our world.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
I ain't scared.
Okay, cool. How's it working on BMF, man? I know you did a bunch of other work. We're gonna get to that, but how's it working on BMF?
Oh, dope, man. I mean, you know, the whole cast show love, the crew, you know, directors, producers. So just a different energy, especially this season coming on as a bigger character. The energy's just way different as it was in season 1. I can just walk past, ain't nobody say what up.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But now season 2, you walk out, you know what I mean? Everybody looks at you different. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's cool, man. On and off, on set, it's amazing hanging out with the cast and stuff.
And you know, it's funny because this is why I always tell actors, man, it doesn't matter how small a role you think you have. Go in there and put your heart into it. Right. Don't let that discourage you. And the reason being, like me, speaking from the aspect of being in the writer's room, I know a lot of times there are characters who, you know, might have a bit role in the first season, and then the second season, we're just having these conversations in the writer's room, and it's like we're looking for stories to create,
right.
And we always start off, it's like, we always promote from within. So we're looking for, instead of bringing in a new character, it's like, yo, who do we have to work with already that we can expand their role, you know? So that was beautiful, man, to see that happen for you because, like I told you before we started shooting, when I saw your performance, I'm like, damn, like RAYAN is killing this, bro. Like I was into it. Not only that, like I'm the biggest critic of you know, when it comes to urban content, man, and you were authentic. Like, you didn't overdo it, you didn't underdo it. You had like the perfect balance, man. So kudos to you for that.
Sure. Thank you.
I think like to me, you and Lamar was like the most illest
Lamar
character.
too.
Man,
I wanted to see y'all two get into that.
Yeah, hey man, a lot of people wanted that, man.
I wanted you and Lamar to get into it so bad
Yeah.
because y'all two was like the baddest motherfucker on it. I love Meech though. I don't know how they, you know, I don't even know how they picked Meech.
Right.
I don't know if they picked him because he was his son solely, or that he just played the role so good.
Well, he had to work for it.
Okay.
You know, they had a couple of people they was considering, and then what ended up happening, 50 Cent really wanted him to do it. So he made him take acting classes for a year and a half. So he went to California. He learned from Tasha Smith, who was the pilot's director. She directed
Shout out
a
to
couple episodes,
Tasha, too. That's my
Tasha
peoples,
Smith,
too.
in season 1. And he worked with her, and then he had to work for it. So 50 didn't give it to him easy. You know what I mean? So it was other people that he was considering, but he ended up winning out the role. So shout out to Meech.
How's that working with 50 Cent? Did you get to work with him like on set?
Directly? Yeah, he actually did come on set. So the scene, you know, everybody probably saw, you know, the season already, but in episode 1, where I take out the gun, shoot dude in the head, 50 saw it. So we in Detroit, and 50 takes off the headset, walks up to me, he's like, yo, can we curse?
Yeah,
all right, I just want to make
Feel
sure.
free, go for
so
it,
50
go for
walked up to me, he's like, yo, we shoot motherfuckers in broad daylight? I said, nigga, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And then we spoke for like a good 25 minutes.
Talk the head off, though.
No.
He'll talk the head off.
So it was cool, man. We was breaking bread.
He produced Window Shopper. He produced
that's
Disco
dope.
Inferno. He produced a lot of 50 records.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
talk
dope
your head
record
over.
right there. Yeah, but yo, man, he was talking like we was boys forever.
Yeah, nah, he got a lot of
That's how
stories.
he's
Yeah, he
man
got a lot of
cool.
stories,
So
man. He's
it was
cool.
definitely cool. And then we had another interaction. This was before he saw me perform. He was in the gym. I walked into the gym and everybody was in there, and I walk in. And then 50 looks at me. He's like, yo, I had a gallon of water in my hand. He was like, yo, you could drink that whole gallon of water. I said, come on, man. That's what I do every day. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga had a drinking water contest?
Right. You know what I mean? And then what was funny is that we was chilling. And then somebody was like, yo, Ray, what time you went to bed last night? And I was like, bro, like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I kept
and 50
feeding me
was
and
like,
50 because we drunk too much water. Like that. I get it.
right. So then 50 was like, yo, so here's the thing. Because if y'all go to the casino and y'all lose money, charge it to STARZ, and everybody start laughing, and we just start working out and just talking shit. So, but it was cool, man. My interactions with him, and that was the time. The funny thing is that I could have met him when I did Power, right? And I'm at the season finale for Power, and he was there, but everybody's trying to meet him, and
Yeah,
I wanted to be authentic. I'm
we
from the
from
hood. I'm
Flatbush.
not trying
Yeah,
to
we
like,
from
you know what I
Flatbush.
mean?
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
ain't
gonna be
doing
that person. And that was the right time in Detroit to meet him. You know what I mean?
You got your time, man.
Exactly.
Like I said, I appreciate the character on there. I want to see Lala naked in person. I don't know if you don't gotta answer this. Don't. Please. But yeah.
Shout out to Lala.
I want to be Terry.
You want to play Terry?
Yeah, I want to play Terry. Yeah. That nigga, I really like that. Or they make it
No.
Nah, they made it not like that. Yeah.
It's VFX,
I
bro.
don't know, man. I don't be on set, man. I just want to know if Money Violence was a cheap budget. We couldn't make nobody niggas came eye like that.
Right.
Matter of fact, a dude showed up with his eye like that. We like, yo, we gonna use this dude right here. Like, yeah.
That's how it was in Money Violence. You gotta come with your bullet wounds, man.
Right. Come in wardrobe.
Yeah, come in wardrobe. I seen a couple of niggas got shot on the set of Money and Violence for real.
Yeah.
We used
For real.
blood. Yeah.
Like for real.
Like on like I'm filming.
Like for real.
Word. Wow.
Yeah, it was different when we from.
Yeah, it was different. It was really different, man.
We had good times, man.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Money and Violence was
They
dope.
lived to walk away. So let me just say that they walked away from.
There you go.
Probably limped a little bit, but
But they got to walk away. That's it. They got a story to tell.
Oh, definitely.
Part of history.
Right.
Definitely. So whatever shows you worked on that, if nobody's seen you outside of BMF, and whatever shows you got coming up. So let's just ask you that.
So Power, people see me in Power. Tyler Perry, House of Pain. So I worked with Tyler Perry. That was actually my first guest star joint. I did Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck. FBI on CBS. I did Magnum PI with Jay Hernandez, Stephen Hill. Did Underground. Did a couple episodes on Underground. That was dope. That was probably the most rewarding role to do because it was based on history. You know what I mean? Slavery back in the 1800s. Okay. So, being able to play that character, because I hated history growing up. So to be able to play a character like that and learning history, right, as you start to research these characters, it was definitely dope to portray. So one of the things that stood out, one of the days that stood out for me, is we actually shot on Election Day, and this was back in 2016. We know who was the president. And that day, my character is an abolitionist, and we really, you know, we had to fighting for the rights to vote. Yeah. I was really throwing punches, bro. Dead ass. Dead ass. It was tense and set. I was really throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, you know, throwing them, you know what I mean? Well, you know, throwing them the old school punches. That's what we was doing. But yeah, man. But that was probably my most rewarding role to play. But yeah, I've been on a good amount of stuff. You know, movies like Pimp. You know what I mean? Barbershop 3. You know, Cadillac Records. So, you know, I've been in the game for a minute.
Let me ask you this. So as an actor, what do you find to be your biggest obstacle?
Well, I think the biggest obstacle is the no's that you get isn't personal. It's not. You know, it's a whole bunch of different things of why you didn't know.
You know what's so crazy? It's funny that you say that because I tell my actor friends that all the time, right? Like me being on the other end of the table, I said, when you go into an audition and you don't get the role, what you need to understand is it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It's just that those people already have a picture in their head of who they're looking for, and you do not fit that, right? So it doesn't mean you're not good. You know what I mean? Because sitting in the room with showrunners and casting directors, they always speak about the choices that actors make, right? Which means that, you know, you may choose to say something this way or say something that way, and they have a picture in their head of how they want that performed. And it's simply as that. So it's great that, you know, not to take that personal. Because, you know, taking it personal leads to discouragement, and discouragement is the first step on the road to giving up.
Right.
We all got some prolific shit to say. But anyway, all I'm going to tell you is, chopping niggas in style, there ain't too many of us out there, so they should be calling you more often. Just do me a favor, don't Jonathan Majors yourself, please. Leave the white women alone. Listen, don't jump into this conversation. Let me speak for you. Please, let me speak for you. Leave the white women alone. Leave. We catch you on the blogs with the white woman and you locked up. Don't call us, bro. We told you on the show.
Some of the sisters will do it to you too, though, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be careful out there.
Watch out who you date.
That's
what it is. Watch
there you go.
Date.
Know who you date.
Know who you date.
Yeah.
Be great at deciphering who you're dealing with.
Exactly. You gotta have that discernment. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that discernment.
Don't be blinded by the light.
You know in church. You know what time it is.
Praise God. Yeah. Amen. That discernment.
Don't be blinded by the light skin or a heavy booty.
There you go.
So they'll catch you out there.
Never trust a big butt and smile. That girl is
poison.
Somebody always trying to get your money from you, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they always sit back trying to.
But you know what's the crazy thing is a lot of times the money they trying to get from you sometimes be money that ain't even come yet. Because from the outside looking in, it always looks bigger.
Facts.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, they don't know, man. They don't know how the pockets be.
Yeah, be careful, man.
They're not supposed to know anything.
They ain't supposed to know. Supposed to keep on low.
Exactly.
Be careful, like I said. But talking about Jonathan Majors, I wasn't gonna go ahead, but we're just gonna go ahead. I don't know, there was a rumor that he's messing with
Megan Good.
Yeah, with the nice lips. She got nice lips. But Jonathan Majors be doing his like this. What kind of baby is that?
Listen.
I mean, if it was true, they was there.
I was waiting for you to say Jonathan Majors got nice lips too.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying she got nice lips, and Jonathan Majors always making his lips like.
But why is your mind why are you so focused on Jonathan Majors?
Because I don't understand why he keep poking up like you. Don't jump in my comment.
Hold on, we waiting.
Shout out to Megan Good. Yes, my people.
And shout out to Jonathan Majors too, man.
Jonathan Majors, I haven't met him, but shout out to him too.
You going through some things, brother.
Yeah.
Hold your head, man.
Hold your head.
I hope they don't take. I don't know how to go. To me, I hate people that get. You start blackballing people for a mistake or something that you don't know is fully true yet, right?
Yeah.
And his work is crazy, right? I love his work.
Oh man, what he did in Creed 3 was nuts.
Yeah. That was crazy.
I mean, look how much box office joints he had at one time. You know what I'm saying? Creed 3. He had what is it? Was Devotion?
No.
Is Devotion the airplane movie?
Yeah.
The Devotion.
I don't remember the name of it, but the airplane movie.
That-
he also he played Kang in the Marvel movie. Which
Marvel joint.
I don't even think they could replace him for Kang. I don't think he's an actor that could even play that.
They can play that.
And I mean, what you said, one of the greatest series too, Lovecraft Country.
That's my favorite
That was
movie.
dope.
I don't even know why they took that Lovecraft
Shout out
Country.
to
Oh my
Mr. Green.
God, dude.
They probably did that because
EP on it.
I heard the budget was crazy.
Yo, that,
Yeah, it was.
Yo,
I saw it.
there's
It
no
was good.
show like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a show like
Never.
Lovecraft Country. If you have never seen that, go check it out. But
Well, here's the thing. Mr. Green, shout out to Mr. Green. She was the producer of Underground. She produced that.
Oh, wow.
The EP on that, and the writer, creator.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
yeah, so
For
you
Journey
know,
Smollett.
yeah, please, man. Let's be careful, man. Who y'all date, because it's so easy now, especially as a black man or any man, to get blackballed from anything out here. Things you say. That's why I say I'm gonna say a bunch of crazy things. I'm not trying to be an actor. So don't jump in this lane. Stay your ass right there, please.
yeah.
We want to keep you safe.
There you go.
Let me do the
You
nonsense.
take the heat.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
You know
take it.
what
I'll
I'm
take it.
saying?
I'll take it. So we're gonna get into some hood news. We're gonna bring you into our world a little bit.
Let's do it.
And we're gonna go back into your
I'm from the
world.
hood, so we in it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some hood news. This one is kind of crazy though, Mo. This is crazy. I saw this. I don't even know how to feel about this. I feel two ways. So there was a lady who caught her friend breastfeeding her kid. I don't know if it was a son or daughter, but breastfeeding her kid twice. So imagine you walk home, come in and your girlfriend's friend is breastfeeding your kid. How would you feel?
So my question, she caught her breastfeeding it twice. Why is she in your house after breastfeeding it once?
First time. Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. Repeat this one. Repeat this.
So
Trying to get it. It might be this.
All
But
right, no.
let's repeat it. You know what I mean? Repeat it.
Hold on. Maybe you should have took a picture of him.
But this nigga came in here smooth and suave. He gonna leave out here drunk and hungover.
It's all love.
I'm at Terry one out of one.
It's all love because he's amongst friends,
There
so
you go.
we will keep him protected.
There you go. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
check this shit out. So, homegirl walked in the house and found her friend
So let's say,
breastfeeding her child.
let me break it down.
okay.
So let's say she let her friend babysit her child, and then she walks in the house, and when she walks in, the babysitter's breastfeeding the kid.
Wow. That's different.
Maybe the baby was hungry.
But it happened twice.
Back to back?
I don't know if it's bad. I think it's two separate
two
occasions.
separate, but
That's
why
why I'm
you-
saying,
why you breastfeeding
if
the
she
child,
did it
right.
once, why is she left alone in the
Doing it
house
again.
with the child again?
Right. Yeah.
But maybe the baby was hungry and she had no bottle. I don't know. Or she didn't know how to make a bottle.
Okay.
We let
That-
babies drink
that-
cow
that-
milk, so you won't be able to drink human milk. I don't know.
So don't never leave your woman in my house because I might go, well, she was horny. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know how to sound, bro.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
That's
Maybe
wild.
she couldn't breastfeed and the friend wanted to help her out. Maybe the friend was lactating and she needed someone.
That's an HR issue. right there.
That's a definite HR issue.
Yeah, I'd have bust my friend upside the head. I don't even know. I don't know what color she was, but yeah, if it was a black girl walked in that room, she probably would have got her ass kicked.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
You can't put no
Weave
titty.
would have been snatched.
You can't put your titty in no baby mouth and her man mouth. It ain't gonna happen.
Right. It's a wrap.
It ain't gonna.
Which do you get angry about?
Huh?
Which do you get angry about, the man or the baby?
The baby.
Yeah?
Yeah, the baby.
Okay.
Come on, your baby. You gotta be the baby.
Can you transmit an STD through the breast?
HIV. You can transmit because there's no air. It takes once HIV hit air, it's dead. So when the baby suction onto the breast, it comes straight through your breast milk straight into the baby.
So HIV died from air, but travel 6 feet.
There you go.
Wait, hold on, can I say?
Listen, man, I ain't even going through those issues. And some other news.
So we gonna beep that out. So every time I say,
Yeah, COVID, we ain't addressing that. So on some other news, this was kind of sad. In San Francisco, there was a shoplifter. I don't know if you've seen it. It was a shoplifter
I saw that.
running out the store with some stuff. There was an armed security guard. He got into it with the shoplifter.
they fought a little.
Fought a little, choked him up, and then he let him go.
He let him go, and then
He ran out the door.
He shot him.
And then the guy kind of came back around, threw up his hands, talking shit, and then he shot him dead.
The security shot.
Security shot the
He shot him dead.
15-year-old kid.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Like, to me personally, this ain't your shit. He's stealing.
But I think these days, man, I think the ultimate question is, what is human life worth?
No, I get it. No, you're 100% right.
And the reason I'm saying that is because whatever it is that he stole, man. If he stole, I don't know if he stole food, if he stole clothes, if he stole, is that worth a human life? Like him getting away with whatever he stole, is that going to make the company go bankrupt? Are you going to lose your job? You understand what I mean?
But he might lose his job.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't
might
know.
lose his job.
Yeah, Walgreens ain't keeping you, so you shot a man dead for Walgreens.
Oh, he might lose his job for shooting the kid.
shooting the kid.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But what I meant was if he would have got away, is that going to make you lose? You're not losing your job because of that. You understand where I'm coming from?
But how did he try to prevent it, the security dude?
He tried to fight him in the store, but...
You see what I'm saying? Because first we got to know what is his duty. Like, are you supposed to physically touch these guys? Because some places you can't physically touch them.
I don't think you're supposed to, but I think...
States have their own rules.
Yeah.
But I think that the kid no longer posed a threat because the kid was leaving.
He was outside.
Right, but remember how you said that he came back to fight him?
No, he came back. He said, no, he did turn around and had words with him. And like, I don't know if he was gesturing to fight, but he was like, like this with him.
Right.
And the dude took out the gun and popped.
But see, that's the thing. You coming back to me, I don't know if you got the heat, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
San Francisco, I don't know the gun laws out there.
And he's 15,
so,
but don't get me wrong, not the 15-year-olds don't shoot. I don't know, man. Maybe
they shoot you any
they do,
age now.
they do, but I don't know, bro. Like
the
world,
You ain't taking my
and
shit.
this is the thing. This is the thing.
This stuff is insured.
But if you're coming back to fight me, I'm not fighting you. What am I fighting you for? I might pull the heat out and be like, yo, I'm gonna need you to step back.
But Rayon,
you know
has the world become such a scary place that we're afraid of 15-year-olds, bro?
That's true.
And that's my thing.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I don't think that there's ever gonna be a time that I don't see a 15-year-old as a 15-year-old. I understand 15-year-olds out here killing people. I understand they're out here carrying guns and all of that, but I cannot do the injustice of looking at every 15-year-old that way, bro, because those are children. I got 3 daughters, 24, 19, and 4 years. Like, these are kids, bro.
The problem I have, like, certain states, I even think in New York State, once a person leaves the residence or a place of business, you can't go outside and pursue them.
Right.
It now becomes is in the police hands.
Police hands, yeah.
So
Out of your jurisdiction.
So he left the store already.
Right.
So even and the security guard went outside the store.
Well, the security didn't. The bullets went outside.
No, the security was staying outside. You stupid. Yeah, the security was outside when he shot him. So it's just a couple of things there. Like I said, he probably won't have the Walgreens job after that.
Yeah.
So
He might or he might not. Well, he's a black man, so he might
No,
not.
he definitely not having.
Yeah, he's black. He might not.
Oh, yeah, this is right.
He's black.
Yeah, you
so
gotta
Lord
just-
knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, you just gotta let homie go, do what he do, you know what I'm saying? Listen, with me, I'll be honest with you, I wanted to be a cop before. If I would have saw, and I'm a security guard, you can get, you can get away with what the fuck you want. Just make sure I don't see it. You know what I mean? Don't make me look bad in there, you know what I mean?
Nobody say shit in here today. Y'all niggas don't say nothing about this cop, nigga. This shit. He done taking all this shit and giving it to the feds, B. Y'all don't say shit.
I seen. Wait, you played the officer on?
I played a couple cops.
See?
Yeah, you played a couple
Power.
cops before.
That's
Yeah.
his best role. Cop role.
Blue
This
Bloods.
nigga locking niggas up, man.
Nah, bro. I mean, look, some of my people's are police. Like, I'm not. Look, man.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say about
Now, if I was, all right, so I want to be FBI agent, right? You know what I'm saying? So I went to school, I got my degree in criminal justice.
Okay.
If the
Ladies,
kind
he
of
just,
crimes...
time out.
Yeah.
Ladies, he just wanted to tell y'all he had a degree. That's what he trying to show you how high up on that shit.
He
There
flexing.
you go.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
you know what I mean?
Go back to
Flashing that degree, you know what I
There
mean?
you
But
go.
capital punishment crimes is what I would have wanted to deal with, right? So raping and homicides, killing. That's narcotics. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little cut. We good. We good.
This nigga never gonna be FBI. I can't. You can tell him shit again.
You know what I mean? Training day out here. You know
Talk
what
to
I
him
mean?
again. Go
We
ahead.
doing training day.
Yeah, we can talk to him again.
Alonzo.
Right.
We can talk to him today. Yo, we want to shout out. I want to shout out. Because I got all the news. So.
I hope they didn't die, because you always shout out dead people.
No. I'm shouting out the boot girls in Atlanta. So these girls, what they doing, they going around when you get your car booted in the parking lot, you can call them, and for $50, they come and boot your car for you.
That's great.
You know
That's
what I'm
genius.
saying?
That is.
They need to have that in New York City.
Facts.
You know how many mornings
They
I
will
wake
make
up?
some
bread.
money.
They're gonna be
You know how many
bread.
mornings I wake up and I see boots all over? I be like, God damn, I'm glad I got a driving spot.
Right.
I got my own parking shit, right?
Yeah.
Thought the
Because in
streets
New
was a
York City-
shoe store.
Yeah. Serious.
No, it's
It's, because what it is, too, is now they got these damn speed cameras that have been kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Bruh, the amount of speed camera tickets that I've been getting is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been getting them out.
Bruh, those speed camera tickets?
Gotta drive like driving Miss Daisy out here.
Yeah,
man.
but what
Man,
they
slow.
do, because, sometimes You speed down the block, and by the time you get to the corner, you try to slow down. But now they got the speed cameras in the middle of the block.
Right. So you got to put on waves, though. Waves got to, you know what I mean?
I tell them that all the time.
So here's the question. Is it 25 or I could go up 5?
No,
at least
You can go to
36.
34. You can go to 34. You can go to 34.
No,
34.
35 is the highest.
Don't go to 35. 34.
34.
34. Play it safe, because I'll play it safe.
All right.
34.
35, you can't be 36.
Okay.
You definitely can't be 36.
All right.
I'll go to
So it's a
34.
25 limit and I could go 34.
You got
Yeah,
10 miles, you
go
can
to 34.
I get a ticket. What do y'all get it? I said it right to y'all. All right, y'all told me I could do
Let me tell you
34.
this. If they pay an EBT, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't pay EBT, I can't help you, my nigga. You know what I mean? So, other hood news, this is kind of crazy. Rayon, you can stay out of this conversation if you like. You can stay out of this conversation. Just please keep yourself safe.
We want to see you in new
You're a
shows.
Brooklyn boy, but in the background, my nigga. Don't jump in these shits, right? So there was some sorority. I don't know where this sorority was at, but they had advocated for a transsexual woman to be in a sorority.
And he was sitting in
he-
the house with his penis erect
Yeah, but they didn't know he was
Looking
going
at
to be in the
them.
house. They just wanted him to be in the sorority, not living
in the house, in the
house.
sorority house.
And he would come in and his joint would be erect and stuff like that, and they were very uncomfortable. So now they suing. I don't know if they're suing the state or the sorority.
I think they're suing the school.
They're suing because of the laws that could put this man inside the house with them. Yo, what's that? What's that? Fritz, you gotta go home, bro.
Fritz, come on, bro.
Come on, man. This nigga,
1 + 1 is not 11, it's 2.
this guy right here.
How you good?
That's what happens when you invite your friends that don't come
You
to
good,
see
bro?
You know, you only saying that because you want to go outside and speak to your girlfriend. God.
This nigga's
Look
crazy.
at
My girlfriend, my lady.
This niggas be boo loving over here, man. But anyway, like I was
Wow,
saying,
he just gave her a shout out. Yo, this guy's
leave that name out of my show.
Yo.
So, like I was saying, I don't know. Shit get real.
How do you
when-
feel about that?
I just think shit get real when a transsexual woman who's not, what's the word? I don't know the proper terminology. Y'all know I don't know proper terminology. When they take off the penis, what that mean? What's that?
That's not, what do they call that again?
That was cool.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. But when you don't remove the body parts, it could be problematic when you gotta get to the bathroom, bro.
Yeah.
It could be problematic. Like I told y'all,
When you got to get to the bathroom, what do you mean?
Meaning that if you got to share open space bathroom with other women, and you have to go in there with a male, it
I have a question.
Could be very
Do
problematic.
transsexual women sit down or stand up to pee?
You gotta go to the bathroom. With them. I don't.
That's a good question, right?
Like,
Good
I
question.
don't know.
I saw, but I will say this. I did see Caitlyn Jenner speaking on this.
Yeah, she spoke out. Yeah, I seen that.
And
Well, she spoke out.
that, you know, that.
Stop.
What the-
Well, you right, nigga. Stop.
Oh my
We
God.
gonna bleep. Say it again. Say it
Yeah.
again. Don't
Yo, this
fuck
guy
your life, bro.
crazy.
Go ahead.
So Caitlyn Jenner spoke on the situation
Y'all take that shit out.
and said that don't agree with it. You know, that once again, this is a safe space for these young girls, and that they shouldn't be made to feel uncomfortable, and that their safe space should be sacred, which I do agree with.
No, I wholeheartedly agree, man. I maybe because I'm looking at it from a father figure, right? I got a daughter. I don't know if I want somebody that used to be a male that feels like a woman now in the same open bathroom space with my daughter and has a penis.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe if he didn't have a penis, I'd probably feel better. Maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because I see girls that hang out with a lot of gay guys or trans women and they comfortable, right? I remember one time I was on a shoot, and I won't say what the shoot was, and all the girls went to the bathroom on the shoot. These are famous girls, like girls that's on television. They all ran to the bathroom, and the gay guy ran to the bathroom with them. He was in the train. He was a gay guy, and it was like, yo, come on.
Yeah, but I think they were familiar. Like they probably
Knew
knew him.
Okay,
There's a
yeah.
level
Okay,
of
yeah.
comfort there. You understand?
So,
what I mean?
I guess that's the case then. If you're familiar with the person, but if a stranger walks, because I feel like this is a dangerous game, right? Like, I could walk into a restaurant right now and say I identify as a woman, and nobody can tell me nothing, and maybe I'm posing like I identify as a woman, but I really don't. And I want to be a person.
But I think what we're also missing about the situation is that what the girls are saying is that they don't really have a relationship with dude. Dude doesn't really speak to anyone. He just sits there silent watching them with an erection. Like, that's uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable. Bro, that's really uncomfortable. Yeah. It's like when you know, like when I first met you and you just used to stare at me. Like, bro, it was so uncomfortable.
Yo, you know when somebody hits you with something, you like, who he talking to? I'm talking to Rayon. He ain't talking about me. I thought he was talking about you. And then I look, you looking at me. I'm like, oh shit. This nigga crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, listen, man. I say, it's all good to you know, to want to make everybody equal and to want to make everybody comfortable. But when we say everybody, that should mean everyone. So we can't leave the natural females behind in the pursuit of making all the transgender women comfortable. Life is about balance. We have to find a balance, you know what I mean, where we can find a way to make everyone feel safe.
100%.
And we can't totally disregard one gender in the pursuit of accommodating another one.
Can I say something before I move into the next subject, man? I just want to give my man Rayon applause. This nigga just shut the fuck up for that whole subject. My nigga.
You gotta pick your juice,
listen,
man.
Rayon said, I ain't saying no motherfucker. These niggas won't get me. Yeah. I love it. My man said, yeah, but I appreciate you.
I just sip my tea, you know what I'm saying?
Sip your tea, my brother. Oh shit, I got some more news before I get into my celebrity shit. But yeah, that shit is crazy. So yo, in LA, they got a new law. Basically, they just passed the law saying if you get convicted, not convicted.
If you get found
if
not
you
guilty.
get locked up and you get found out that you was
guilty.
Not guilty. They'll pay you $150.
$140 for each day.
$149. That's $150.
$140. It was $140.
Now it's $140. I wrote it down, bro. It's $149.
I'm not going to argue with you. So if you'd like it to be $149,
yeah, it's $150, bro. You get $150 a day since you've been in it. I don't know if that's enough money, but it's a start, right?
A start.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, even like I know some people that have been on an island for 3 years, B.
Yeah.
That's a good piece of change coming home after 3 years. You be sitting there all day. I don't know if it's worth. I think you gotta get more for sitting in jail all day.
But it's better than nothing.
Something than nothing. Exactly.
It's a good start.
At least they're making an effort. And because to me, I think what's most important about that law being passed is it proves that the justice system is now acknowledging the fact that they do make mistakes.
Right.
And they're not always right.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
So yeah, I think that's a great start. I think we should implement that all across the United States, and we probably see less people who's not guilty in jail, and they probably get you out of there quicker. They don't
because
people could try to go to jail and fake whatever they did so they get that money.
Right?
Somebody gonna beat the system. You feel me? Somebody gonna beat the system.
I can see Fritz doing that for $150 a day. Fritz will be there for $150.
I'm gonna try to get in there for about a month.
I'm telling you,
I gotta pay my rent.
Right?
I'm telling y'all this though. This since we came off that subject of the trannies, they arrest me. I'm telling them I identify as tranny. I'm going with the women. I don't care. They're gonna have to put me in the women's jail. That's what I'm identifying right there on the spot. I'm letting y'all niggas know where I'll be at. Hey Mo, I'm going right there with the women, baby. I'm not going in with them rough, tough niggas. Not me.
She said I ain't going with them rough, tough niggas.
I'm not. But yo, this is the last news story I got though. This shit was crazy. I seen this shit on Instagram earlier. You know, Instagram always got the crazy shit on there. So I seen his father come on. Stepdad came on the scene, and he was just basically beefing. He's supposed to pay his daughter's wedding.
He did pay for the wedding.
He's supposed to be giving up money for the wedding. He didn't pay for shit because
No,
he took his
he
money
did.
back. He didn't pay for nothing. So he basically was gonna pay for his daughter's wedding, but his daughter wanted her real father a part of the wedding. He didn't really have a problem with the father being part of the wedding, but the problem was he wanted 20 people from his list.
Out of the 250 people
guests that she had to come to the wedding. Since he paid for a wedding, he bought her a car a year prior, and he paid $40,000 for her to go to school.
For her to go to college.
Go to college. And she's been in his life for the last 10 years. And his mother, he's not married to the mother. The mother's his girlfriend. So the father...
And the marriage is being held at his house.
It's being held at his house.
Right.
So they didn't give him his 20 people on the list. They didn't. Then he finds out that
The menu,
the menu.
most of the stuff is stuff he don't eat.
He don't eat. He allergic to. They got 4 things on the menu. 2 things he was allergic to.
Right.
And then he finds out that the father is gonna walk her down the aisle, not him. And the daddy and daughter songs, it was 4 of them, and he wasn't included in none of the 4 of the songs.
Wow.
So
That's a lot.
it's a lot of things to unpack
Right.
there, right? To me, just
So here's one of the questions. So the stepfather been in her life for the last 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
So the biological father was in her
He
life.
said the father doesn't really do nothing.
Do nothing. Well, he doesn't do
But
anything
was she in
financially.
his life? Was he in her life before?
In and
that?
out. In and out. But he
Did they
doesn't.
ever have,
But he
like, a
doesn't. But he
relationship?
doesn't support her in any way.
Okay.
But she seems like to be a daddy girl. He said also
She loves her father.
She loves her
Right.
father. She always like yearned for her father. So I feel for her in one other way. I think the mother is to blame for this whole
That
shit.
I do too.
Like, I don't know if I blame the young girl. Maybe she's just too young to understand it.
How old is she?
I don't know.
Okay.
She
Well,
just
she's
came out
getting
of college.
married. She got to be at least
25, something like
low
that.
20s,
Yeah.
mid 20s.
Okay.
So I blame the mother because you can't just take from a dude, take, and he's supporting not only you but supporting your child, and you don't step in and say, hey, yo, he's paying for the wedding.
Right.
You got to put
Least
10,
you can
15
do,
people
right.
on this list.
Yeah.
But I
He should
think
be walking you down the
I
aisle,
think-
or both of them should walk you down the aisle. Because the weddings, they do that.
But I think the problem stems way before this marriage. I think that there's a level of respect that wasn't established between that child and that stepfather, and well, he's not the stepfather, and that boyfriend from the time 10 years ago when she was being raised.
Right.
And I've seen this happen a lot of times where the mother doesn't set that precedence that needs to be set.
Right.
You know, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm a single father. My daughter's been living with me since she was 13. You know, I have a younger daughter, 4, by a different woman. She was living with us, right? And there's a respect that I have to make sure that my daughter. It's a mutual respect. I have to make sure that the respect is given from my youngest daughter's mother to my daughter, but I also have to make sure my daughter respects her.
Right.
You know, and I don't think that respect was established because for that child to have pretty much no gratitude to this man who's providing all of this, but in the same breath, aside from the mother, I blame the man because people can only do to you what you allow
And
them.
he actually stopped it. What you think about it?
Well, it's a couple things. I kind of see what's going on with the daughter. That's all I wanted to know, that 10 years. So I can see why she wants her biological father to walk down the aisle. I can see that, right? Now, the only thing is that he is paying for it. At least the thing that they can do is have his people come. 20 people, whatever it was. You know
Out
what
of
I'm saying?
250,
Right,
y'all
it's
can't give
his
him
house.
20
Yeah, give him
people?
20 people. It's his house. But the walking down the aisle, I can get it why it's the biological father. Because,
both do it, though.
you know what I'm saying? They can both do it too if you want. But we don't know the relationship between that 10 years that they had. What relationship do they have together, the daughter and the stepfather?
But I don't think that
If
man
you
would be
pay-
so hurt if there isn't a relationship there. And another thing I think that
Well, not really.
Another thing that I think we're overlooking.
Yeah.
Parents are very manipulative, right? And I'm not saying that this is the case, but we don't know if that father is putting things in that child's
right,
head
that's true,
as
that's
well.
true.
You know, because if this man is the one that paid her way through college, he bought her a car when she graduated through high school, he was the one supporting her.
Shit, I don't love
There's
that.
there's nothing that the natural father will want more than a slap in the face of, yeah, you could do all of that, but guess who's walking her down the aisle? You understand what I'm
That
saying?
is true.
People are so vindictive, man.
To me, we could have did it together.
Because if you want me to be honest with you, if I was the father, I would have said, nah, we both gonna walk her down the aisle.
If I was a stepfather, I would have said we both walk. The father, if I was
No, if
either
I was
or.
the father, I would have said,
If
no,
I
we
was the father
both.
or the stepfather.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
From looking at the stepfather, he seemed like he was genuinely hurt.
Yeah,
you know,
he
by
looked genuinely
by
hurt.
really reading it. So I don't, we don't know the relationship between, the daughter and the stepdad. So that would be something to really know.
But I think
That's
there has,
something. Mo got to write something like that. That sounds like a good story right there, player.
but I also think that
there
has to be a relationship. But
you don't know what.
No, but there has
I'm just saying, you don't
but
know
there
what-
has to be a
maybe there's something
relationship
happened.
there, because if there wasn't, it wouldn't be so unexpected to him. Because it seems like it came out of nowhere. Like, yo,
Well, it's always two
How did
sides
this
to a
come-
story.
that's true.
But what I will say is this, and I have a problem with this even in my own life, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. when you give, some people say, yo, give and you shouldn't complain about it, right?
As a man, you just doing what you're supposed to.
Oh, you shouldn't expect nothing back in return.
Right.
And I always see the people that take shit, they always expect you not to. They was the ones that keep telling you don't say nothing back in return. Right?
But don't forget that as a man, you're just doing what you're supposed
I
to.
hear you. And you just take. But then if I go, yo, you didn't even look out for me. You didn't. It's not that I'm expecting anything. It's a gratitude.
It's a gratitude
that come with that.
Right.
It's being appreciative with that. And when I don't feel appreciated, whether I gave you something or not, if I don't feel appreciated, I'm letting you know.
Oh yeah.
And I don't care if you feel like, oh, you only did that because you could throw it in my face. I ain't throw nothing in your face. Right. You threw the fact that you didn't appreciate me.
What
in my
I did,
face.
right.
You threw in my face that you didn't show me no gratitude to my face. Right. And I have a problem because niggas take all day from you. And they don't got no problem with taking.
Right. I think somebody hurt you.
I don't know. Maybe once or twice. Maybe once or twice. But we're going to get to the celebrity news real quick because, you know, my man, somebody got to pull this nigga some more Jack or something over here.
Matter of fact, bring me a cup too.
No. So we're going to go to this other news real quick. I think we'll enjoy this conversation. My man, John Morant.
Oh.
So we all seen the video already. You know, by the time this came out, everybody have seen the video already. One thing I got to say about this video, though, because I got to say my feelings, that I've been seeing people talk about this all week. And the first thing I want to say, stop blaming that nigga homeboys. You got to stop. We got to stop doing that, especially in that video. In that video in particular, because the first video, he did it to himself on his own live.
Right.
The second video, he was on live dancing with his man. He watching his man tape him on live.
Right.
And his man puts the camera on him, and then he pulls out a hammer.
Right.
He already know his man is on live.
Right.
And his man dropped the phone so quick.
So quick, yeah.
Because he already knew what was happening.
Right.
First of all, you can't be.
So his man tried to protect him.
His man tried to protect him, and not only that, he knew he was on live already.
Yeah. Forget that, bro. You've already been penalized and
Yes.
had a long conversation with someone telling you this can't happen again.
Yo, but here's the thing. Forget about being penalized. Why are you taking the gun out? For what reason?
They was excited about
Rap
it.
You know
music.
what I'm saying?
Rap music.
This is the thing, but
NBA Youngboy.
You know what I mean?
See, I got a problem with that too. People trying to blame it on rap too. You know how I feel about music business and shit like that. But I get it, and I do understand he was hyped. No, I get
Rap,
it.
rap does influence people.
It does.
Hold up,
That's
time
the
out.
reality.
Hold up. Yeah, but you got to be mature at the same time. I might disagree with you. And I did have the other side of it because I seen Nike just took his face down off of his shoe that's coming out with Nike. They took him off of the website. So he's going to lose a bunch of money. And I do understand he's only 23. Right? And a lot of us had a hard head and we fell a bunch of times. I know niggas that went in and out of jail till they was 30 and like, I ain't going back no more, man. I'm done. I seen it. You know what I mean? You know, some niggas got burnt 4 or 5 times before they put on the rubber. Like, it happens. No, but I'm just saying it happens. So
Were you one of those?
No.
I'm just
Rayon
curious.
was. I heard about him in the hood.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But he's 23, and I get it, Mo. To me, I get that he's 23 years old. But the stories are crazy, though, man. Yeah. I don't know if y'all know the stories. So he got this. This is his like 6th incident in the last year and a half.
Yeah. I know all of them. I heard all of them. It's crazy.
2 was with his mama, which I thought was crazy. 2 was with his mama. His mother called him on 2 different occasions. I think one was somebody like cursed out in the sneaker store. Tico, was that you? You cursed out in the store? Well, he cursed out in the sneaker store. She called him. He came with a bunch of dudes, chased the dude down in the back room, and then had a problem with the security guard. Another time, she called him again.
Why does she keep calling him?
I don't know. And she called him again at a sister's volleyball game. She was playing volleyball.
That's her fault.
And he came. He broke the girl phone.
That's her fault.
And I'm stepping to the mother first because that means they allow that behavior in the house.
And I'm saying that because of this. Let me tell you something. When I was in my teenage years, my mother used to say this all the time. I'm the youngest of 3 boys. And my mother used to say, if somebody has problems with me, I can call my 2 older sons. I will not call my youngest. Because she knows I'm going to bug the fuck out. So she always used to say that. You see if somebody do something to me, I call my older sons. I'm not calling my youngest son because I'm not sending my son to jail. So
And not when he
so
was-
at the
he
end
the
of the day,
breadwinner,
it's like,
too.
why aren't you protecting your child?
John, yeah.
He's not just a child, but he's an investment
Right.
at this
Yeah,
point.
that's
Exactly,
true.
and
That's
that's
true.
house for
another.
them,
He has so
a
much
lot-
to lose.
he got
And
so much
forget
to
the
lose.
investment, forget the house, forget the material possessions. Your son has so much to lose.
But why doesn't she have security? She should have security. My mom's will have security. If I'm John Morant, my mom's got security.
And
That's a
then
fact.
he had another incident with the Pacers where he pulled out the
Oh,
beam.
the-
Somebody tell me
the beam?
the game on the Lakers.
The laser
Could
beam.
somebody tell me what the score is, please? He had
beam on the Lakers.
the beam
Yeah.
in the Pacers.
Yo,
Lakers
tell
face.
Styles y'all not Encyclopedia Britannica.
Please, I need to know the score. The beam, who? That's right, Lakers up.
54, 57.
LeBron's up?
That's what I like.
I'm
Let's
not
keep
fucking-
going up 7. Let's keep going up 7.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah, not jumping into that dumbass. This nigga crazy.
Yeah.
Then he had the laser beam
The
thing.
laser
He had,
beam
he had
joint.
the kid in the house.
The house.
And he
Oh, yeah,
fought,
yeah.
allegedly pulled out the gun on the shorty.
Yep.
Yo, listen, why you keep going for that?
Too much.
I don't understand. Do you want to pop some? John Morant, go pop something.
You need to pop somebody.
get it out the way so you can feel better. Because I don't understand why you keep pulling out the hammer. For what,
Right.
bro?
But here's the thing. Which a couple, you know what I'm saying? We all from the hood. I'm assuming he's from the hood, right?
He's not
So,
actually.
He's
That's
not from the
thing.
hood. That's
He's
what
from
people
the
were saying.
suburbs.
People were saying,
Yeah.
saying from the suburb. So the thing about it, like I've been hearing Kenny Smith and some other people said it. Literally, people out there will test you. You know what I mean? You go keep pulling out the hammer. Somebody could test you if you think you gangster.
Running to the wrong
Sooner or
person.
You know what I mean?
later.
Running the wrong
Sooner or
person.
later.
They about that life
Somebody
too.
punch your
Sooner or
ticket.
later.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's
They
going to put you in a
Somebody
position to
put you in a
perform.
You keep pulling out the hammer. They pull out the hammer to what up.
You're going to have to
You know
shoot
what I'm
somebody or they going to
Right.
shoot you.
I remember it was an incident, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about it. I was in LA, you know what I mean? I was flying someplace and I saw 69 out there, right? And I don't know who this dude
You
is.
call him 69.
So this
Yeah, that's
6'9",
how you know he don't know who he is.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6'9".
6'9"?
So I see him. I see him out there.
that's kinda
One of my
crazy.
dudes was like, "Yo, that's 6'9".
Yeah.
One of them was like, "Yo, the dude 6'9". So, oh, who that? I don't know. So then my boy dips to go someplace else. So I just see he with his crew go outside. Then some dudes pulled up. Yo, what up now? Boom, they start fighting outside.
This was
just
at the-
like
at
in
the
LA
airport?
at the
At the
airport,
airport?
right
Oh,
there in my
that's
face.
yeah. I know
You
what
see
you're
what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
So people just will test you. They come out and know what up, what you been saying now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's talking about LA cats or whatever, but they test him
Yeah, he
at
was-
the
he-
airport,
he
bro.
was looking for
at
that.
the airport. You
He
know
was
what I mean?
looking
That's
for that.
crazy.
Listen,
You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Some people make some other good points. I seen
Yes.
Tim Legler. Was it Tim? Not Tim Legler. What's the homeboy on First Take? He used to play ball. The white boy. What's his name?
Oh, you talking about
I know you're talking
JJ
about.
Redick?
Jake Brady. I love him.
We was talking about the
Yeah,
senator
you know,
and the Christmas
he could be a
card
good
with the
coach.
AR-15s and all of
could
that.
be
He
a
was
good
also talking about like there's other races that have guns, like white boys have
And
guns,
they don't go in on them
and they
like
don't
this.
go on them like that. And somebody made a good point, like what's the difference of somebody? I heard this was week too, you know, what he did wasn't illegal, right?
Right.
It's
No,
illegal
it
for the
wasn't
NBA
illegal.
bylaws, and not only NBA bylaws, but you have people that go, you'll see them show their gun case in their house with their guns, or they might kill a deer and show them with the deer and the gun.
I think the problem is once you're talking about endorsements and you're talking about brands
Yeah,
have
but
a
that's what we're
certain
talking about, though.
brands have a certain image that they want kept up. It
But
doesn't matter whether
Right.
it's legal or not.
So what I'm
Exactly.
saying to you is people have shown their gun collection or they
And it was cool.
It was cool
Yeah,
for the
but
brands.
I think that there's a difference between having a video of being in your home and showing a gun collection and playing NBA YoungBoy, which promotes murder and death.
Right,
And
that's what I
waving,
say
a,
too.
wait, I'm going
Right.
to pop this. thing.
Right,
That's
that's
two
different.
totally different.
Listen.
Because listen. One represents I have a firearm in my home to protect my family, and the other one is I'm some wild nigga that'll bust a cap in a nigga ass.
And
That's two totally different things.
And that's the problem. And everybody jumps on that. Oh, yeah, it's a difference. To me, it ain't no difference. A gun is a gun, period. Right? Because somebody from Peter right now will tell you, oh hell no, they can't kill them animals like that, and you need to stop this shit. Right? Most of these killings that happen are heterosexual males that are white boys that doing these mass killings with the same rifles that they showing on the TV and the gun and the same thing. So they killing mass people with the same
I agree.
same weapon. So when you think about it in the low terms, you gotta wait a minute and go, wait a minute. All right, he had a gun here. You had these people doing mass shooting with the same gun that they say they're gonna hunt with.
Right.
So to me, I don't know what you do as a league. I know it's a league problem, but then it can't just be one-sided for it got to be across the board.
I don't think.
Go ahead, Rayan. But remember, it's like you said, it's the NBA bylaws. So regardless, he got to abide by that. If it was outside of that, then it's different. We have different conversations.
But I also think we have to talk about influence, right? Someone showing you their gun case with guns in their home does not influence young black kids to go out and kill, right? But just understand where I'm coming from. Somebody bumping music about murder and beef and I got the hammer and I'm going to go, bro. I hear where you're coming from. It is the same, but it's also not the same. Because two things can coexist at the same time.
So let me ask you this. You say it's not the same. But that same white kid who's showing and learning how to shoot. Like I was in Texas for a long time. These kids are crazy. 12 years old because she hit a thing from half a mile away. It's crazy. That same kid grows up and goes shoot 20 people in the school, shoot 7 people in the church, 8 people somewhere else. It's no different.
My question to you is this.
They got the training to go do it.
My question to you is this. So you think that what made them want to go kill the 20 people in the school or in the church is being at the shooting range? Because the shooting range actually teaches you to respect the gun, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you this. How about this? No, I know, but how about this? How about this? Let me tell you something. You got to ask yourself, why do we have so much gun violence in New York, right? It's because we don't have access to guns, right? In the South, not saying there isn't gun violence in the South. It's not as much because the fact that you could just walk into a store and carry a gun, the fact that kids are shooting at the age of 4, 5, 6 makes it, the fact that it's not taboo makes it like nothing.
I'll ask you a question though.
Sure.
Tell me, what's the biggest guns you ever had when you was growing up?
The biggest gun I ever had?
Yeah, growing up.
If you want me to be honest with you, I had... Fritz is on here because Fritz knows.
You got the guns.
Bro, I had Mac 11, Tech 9. I had what I called the baby AK. It was an Arabian Tech.
How many niggas you know? A couple niggas had shit like that. I know another nigga had Calico.
No, I can't say no.
In my hood, I see
no. A lot of dudes had handguns. Not everybody had fully automatic shit.
In my hood, I seen Calicos. I seen a kid pull out a Mac 11 in the classroom. What I'm saying to you is, that same thing you talking about, we don't go out and go do mass shootings and go kill 50 people and go kill 30 people. It's just how you look at it, to me. So I don't think the guns is the problems and the laws, how they got the guns laws is the problems. But you can't get on John Morant. I think he's stupid either way. But you can't get on him and give him this, want to suspend him for the year or half a year. But on the other side, these other kids, they just do it different than us, but it's still getting done. We might go shoot our op on a corner and do some dumb shit. These niggas go shoot nobody for nothing.
But how are you comparing these young kids to John Morant, bro? When a white basketball player goes and shoots up a school, then compare the two.
I'm talking about guns, period.
But listen,
because people show
the
guns
reason
all
we're
the time.
talking
They
about
show guns all
the reason
the time.
they do, but the reason we're talking about John Morant is because we're talking about someone who has so much goddamn opportunity and something to lose that is throwing this away.
And that's the problem. That's another problem I have too, because it makes me feel like sports is almost slavery in a sense. Like you got to do what the master say. Like,
but if you want that contract,
it's like you gotta
like go by the rules.
Slavery,
Yo, bro, that's not true. That's not true because a 9 to 5, because you get paid an hourly wage, you have to follow rules. You cannot speak certain ways. There's a code of conduct that you have to follow. So whenever you are employed by someone else, there's authority. There's a code of conduct that has to be followed.
Yeah, but it's just more strenuous.
It doesn't have to be NBA.
On black sports, it's more strenuous.
Because you know how many people. Hold on. Not to cut you off, Rayvon, but do you know how many people? Hold on. Do you know
much other things?
Wait.
Like if you
do you know how many people lose their jobs because of what they tweet or what they put on Instagram? They're regular 9 to 5.
I know you don't watch sports like that. What I'm saying to you, on other sports,
there's more leniency.
It's more leniency. Anything that got to do with black young men is kind of crazy. I don't think, and I'm not saying John Morant shouldn't pay for this shit, because he should pay for his stupidity. Because at some point, we got to learn. Right?
Are we not aware of the world that we live in and how we're treated? Yo,
100%. But that don't mean we don't still try to fight for equality. We don't say nothing about it.
I'm not saying we can't fight for equality, but all I know is this. If I worked and bust my ass to get to a point where I've finally gotten the opportunity to feed my family for generations, bruh. It's not worth it to me, even if I got to follow this code of conduct that says I can't wave a gun. Is it that serious for me to wave a gun, bro?
Yeah.
But you know something? You know what you said?
Rayon, can you imagine, as much as you bust your ass to get where you are right now, to throw that all away?
Right. Yeah. Not happening.
This is what I'm saying.
But let me say something real quick. So I see what you're saying about the part that when it comes to us in sports, right? Because we dominate certain sports, right? When you talk about basketball. So this is one of the reasons why I don't watch football. And one of the reasons, not to go off topic, but it's kind of on the same situation, is you look at what happened with Kaepernick. Once that happened with Kaepernick, kneeling down, the whole thing, now he got, you know what I mean, blackball out the NFL. I don't watch the shit no more. Because you go back to even when Warren Sapp was saying, yo, how, if I score a touchdown, I can't take off my helmet. So how are these kids going to buy my jersey and not know how my face looks like? So little stuff like that. The stuff with Terrell Owens, shaking the pom-poms, throwing the popcorn, you know what I'm saying? They started to get rid of that kind of stuff. To me, we from back in the day, if you talk shit, I'm going to bust your ass.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We might fight, but I'm going to bust your ass. Give me the rock, I'm taking this cat to the, you know what I mean, to the hole. That's just where I come up. So I felt the NFL, like you said, with you know, like how these people are so strict on us African Americans. The NFL is on that bullshit. That's why I don't watch the shit no more. Because I feel like you feel some modern day slavery with that.
Well,
shit.
He doesn't feel
you gonna
like
cut.
It,
You know what I'm saying? Like
because he still watches.
he said, well,
so he
yeah.
doesn't feel
So
like
my whole thing is now now in the NFL you could cut me. I get injured. You know what I'm saying? By playing your sport, you can just cut me. I don't get nothing.
But you still watch
Nothing.
the NFL, correct?
You know what I'm saying?
You still watch the NFL?
That shit is deep, son.
Styles, you
Yo, I can even, my bad, but you know what I mean? See, y'all
No, I
can get the
agree.
real
I
shit from
totally
me.
agree with you. That's why I don't watch the NFL.
See?
But you watch the
You
NFL.
don't watch what's here, bro.
So I can get even deeper. I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna be rude, y'all. I don't really watch boxing like that because I feel it's like the Mandingo shit. They got people paying to watch us fight and knock each other out, and we get brain damage, all that kind of stuff.
But no white boys
I don't watch it like that.
that.
No, but all of that stuff, bro. These people paying for us to do, and we hurting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like a circus to them.
It's like
you
the
know what I
Coliseum
mean?
when the Greeks used to throw
It's
the
crazy, man.
gladiators in there.
This all stuff goes, you know what I mean, round and round, bro.
Well, I want to address one thing you said, though,
Sure.
real quick. Because you said, you know, you worked so hard to get there. The difference with John Morant, them ball players don't work hard. Like,
What?
I'm not talking about work hard in that way. Meaning, he probably didn't come out the street like a nigga who came out the street and don't want to lose
but
it.
bro, he still was practicing
Practicing
from
every day. Yeah,
5, 6, 7,
no,
8,
on that
9.
part, yes. I'm just saying, you know.
I don't think no one makes it to professional sports easy.
Without-
No,
but yeah,
that's not what I'm
definitely
saying.
not.
I'm saying it's different. And I don't know if it's different because the next story I'm gonna talk about probably ain't gonna be no different. 'Cause you got people that come out of poverty and still
mess it up.
Still mess it up. Like, and I see, I'm gonna shout out the young fellas. I'm not gonna dwell on it too much because I want to go on some funnier shit. Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, and you know they got caught up in so much different indictments and shit that's happening now, and young men that come out of the bottom. You can't put yourself in a situation to put you back there. You can't affiliate yourself. You can't take care of everybody, bro. You can't bring all that hood shit with you everywhere you go. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
I hope they innocent. I hope they get freed. These kids was making money independently. A lot of people probably don't even know Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, but they could go sell out 20,000 seater right now on their own. You know what I'm saying? That's how big these kids from state to state are. You know what I mean? So once again, kids, do me a favor, man. Y'all young people, be blessed when you get these opportunities and don't put yourself back in the hood or back in the trenches. Please do me a favor.
One thing I want to say, we grow up in these neighborhoods where the world tells us that we're basically nothing, you know, and because we kind of have nothing to lose, the only thing that we have is our name, right? Is the reputation that we build up, and a lot of times that reputation is for being ruthless, for not taking no shit from nobody, right? But one thing that we need to realize, that reputation, bro, the value of that reputation is all in our minds. And another thing, too, is our hood is this much of the world, bro. Not even 1% of the world. I mean, a microcosm of what the world is. So the reputation that you have on your block or in your neighborhood means nothing when you step outside of it. And when that opportunity comes, man, and a lot of times, you know, we get the money, and then what we do is we use that money to purchase the costume, to make us bigger, or to make us bigger in that arena, right? Which you think that you're moving forward, but you're actually moving backwards. Because, I mean, even my time when I was in the streets, man, I think the only thing that saved me is that I understood that the more money I made meant that was the faster that the clock is ticking, because I knew that shit don't last forever, man. It don't. And the end of it is either the jail cell or the casket. And I know this sounds like a cliche, but I always say, bro, when you in the streets, plan your exit. Because if you don't plan your exit, the streets is gonna plan one for you. 100%. And the one that the streets is gonna plan for you is the casket or the jail cell, you know. And I know from firsthand experience, I mean, when I transitioned into this film thing, it was hard, it was difficult. You know, and Styles, you know this, it was difficult for me to kind of change that way of thinking, right? But luckily for me, I mean, there's an incident that took place where God tapped me on the shoulder, and what God did was he gave me a look at what could have happened. And what I realized was, oh shit, I really could have lost it all behind this stupid shit. You know, and unfortunately, all of us, we don't get that warning. You know, and I'm just speaking to y'all from somebody who's been in those shoes, man, and it just isn't worth it. It isn't, because the opportunities that we're given, those close to us don't always get those opportunities, and we are their bridge to a different life.
Facts.
You know, so when we throw that away, we're not just throwing our lives away, but we're throwing away the possibility of a better life for so many other people around us, man. So.
All right, enough with that.
This was Conversation
monologue.
Corner with Mo.
This fucking monologue this nigga just gave us. Yeah, I want to know something. Suave, can you do me a favor?
That's why he watched the NFL.
Anyway, can you do me a favor? Can you do some edits on this episode? I want to see who the most handsome niggas without their beds. Me, this nigga, or this nigga. I think I'm going to win. I ain't never heard of this nigga in the hood, so he got the beard. So he got the beard and turned into a different nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could probably give him a goatee, because if he lose that beard, he fucked.
Yeah.
You know they
can Google me, you know what I'm saying? You can watch one of my shows.
There you go.
Without
flex,
the beard,
baby, flex, baby, flex.
Well, I want to get into some lady shit, because, and I'm going to segue from this entertainment woman thing, and then we can segue into some ladies, because I know the ladies are feeling you. They like the chocolateness, and they probably.
I think you like the chocolateness as much as you talk about that, bro.
I love the chocolate. I try to bite myself all the time.
Yo,
I
don't know, son.
bite myself all the time.
This guy right here.
I don't give a fuck. Tight grip and a good imagination.
This guy's making
anybody
me
you want.
uncomfortable.
And the spit in your hand is like head.
This guy.
Yeah, all right. No problem. Listen, don't start me up. You know how I get. So don't put your feet on me, nigga.
My bad.
Nah, that's my nigga.
I said, yo.
Pause.
Yo. This guy's
My
crazy.
man playing footsie with me over here. Yo, but seriously, stay out of this conversation. Please stay out of this conversation. So, Mo, I seen Gabrielle Union came out and said she paid 50-50 in the house that her and her husband, Dwayne Wade, live in. Mm-hmm. She said because her last relationship, she was always expected to get up. It was expected to get up and go work, or the bills were going to be paid. Now, my opinion on this, I'm just being honest. Mo, you can probably stay out of this shit too. Let me just do my thing. My opinion on this, Gabrielle's trying to clean up that bullshit she put out a couple of months ago. And they try to make her come out and look like a better person. Because you remember a couple of months ago, she came out saying why she cheated on her, cheated on the other dude.
Because he wasn't making, she made more money because she made more money.
Because she made more money.
So she should have the right to cheat.
So now she coming out with like me and Dwayne Wade is paying half. Knowing her and Dwayne Wade ain't paying half of shit. But more kudos to you. We could segue into it. Don't say nothing about Gabrielle. You know, because I might have to work with her. But I just think she's trying to clean up some PR shit from a couple months ago. You know what I mean? I think she's sexy than motherfucker, but she crazy. I don't know, some shit be crazy. Stay out of this shit.
I was able to talk to her at a table read for her show. Was it showing BET? Did she have
Being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane, I was watching. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Sat right next to it. Was on the table read, so that was cool. Got
Watch
close.
out, man. Might fuck you up, my
Right.
nigga.
I know D-Wade too, you know what I mean? D-Wade's
Fuck
cool, you know
all
what I mean?
that
D-Wade's
shit,
cool,
nigga.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But-
no, I had I had a couple of conversations with Gabrielle because there was a show that we were gonna do with YG that we were trying to put together, whatever. But Gabrielle seemed cool, man. To each is her own. That's how I see it, man.
Listen,
Whatever
if
works
she
for
paying
you.
50-50 in the crib, I don't mind if a woman wants to pay 50-50. That's what she decided to do and she wanted to do it. I wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't know
care.
if I was a man with that level of wealth.
She would have
I
paid
think
the-
I think that there's
That's why I don't believe it.
I think that there's something about the male-female dynamic that's thrown off, bro. When the man is not handling the, I'm not saying a woman shouldn't pay bills, but I just believe that in the male-female dynamic, the woman's load should always be lighter than the man's.
I
That's
agree
how
with
you keep that dynamic.
So we can even make an example. Let's say I'm paying a rent. All right, babe, you can handle the cable bill.
Yeah, and the
light bill,
electricity.
something like that.
But I
whatever
got
small.
exactly.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
do the mortgage and
Because-
the car note.
like what? Because I don't know that whole story in full. But like, if Gabrielle felt she cheated on her boyfriend because she was paying the bills, that's how most of us guys feel. We're paying everything. I do what the fuck I want.
What?
And you
see
know
what I'm saying?
And I'll
And
tell you this.
That's why I tell
my
women,
mother.
Hold on, wait, Mo, can we just
Sure.
test that? You see what he just said? And this is why when I talk about women paying 50-50 or paying bills, because I know men. When we say that part, this say what you just said
Yeah.
again.
Listen, if I'm paying everything, I do what the fuck I want.
And a lot
Straight
of men
up.
feel like that.
That's how they feel.
Yo, listen.
This guy crazy.
No,
That's
it's not
how you
crazy.
said.
Yo,
You-
and
that's
bro,
your-
gotta
that's the
think of
attitude.
this. Most niggas feel that way.
Yeah.
If a nigga's out there, he gonna do what he wants to do.
But
bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. But
Ideology might be that, but then the actions may not be that way.
Yo, bro,
You know, but you know-
gonna get walked all over.
but
We
you
gonna
know
get
what my
stepped on
mother
like
taught me?
Some coke.
But you know what my mother taught me? My mother was a single mother, you know what I mean, took care of everything on her own. And my mother always taught me this since I was a child. She always said, listen, I need you to understand that a home doesn't have two masters. One person pays the rent. It's not split between whenever you live with a woman, you pay that rent. And the reason being is because the home does not have two heads. You get what I'm saying? She could take care of every other bill, but that rent or that mortgage, you take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But I do tell young people, if you coming up and you got to split it, go split
Yeah,
it.
there's nothing wrong with
But
that.
that man should be working hard
But
enough to
the
take
man,
the burden off
the
of
man
you at
should
some point.
still,
Right.
the man
Yes.
should still have the heavier load. Even
He
if
should.
she handles 40% and you handle 60%. I just believe that, bro. That's why a woman is in the dynamic. It's a partnership with her man. Her load should always be lighter.
Oh, I agree. Like even I had, like I was speaking to a friend one day, and we were talking about the situation between her and her husband. I think they were together for maybe 9 years, something like that. And she was like, they was having a conversation with another couple, and then he was like, yeah, so why don't you guys, whoever they were talking to, you guys could come over to my house. So it was never our. I said, so that's the word he used. My house and
my
an hour.
house.
That's a big difference because
It's
he's
a huge
paying everything.
difference.
Everything I'm saying, mine, me, and that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So a woman, if she's able to pay something else, like we just said, electrical bill, something else, it can be she's doing something at the same time. You know what I mean? Versus the man.
But
You know what I mean?
I also think like I don't know. For me, bruh, if I got it, and my woman is there, man. Because to me,
I'm
there's no
always
difference
right.
between my woman and my child.
But it's
bruh.
a
Like,
trick, though.
I'll take care of every, and it
Yeah.
doesn't
Hold on,
mean
time
it.
out.
Wait, hold on. And it doesn't mean that she uses all her money for whatever that's not what it means.
Right.
It just means I handle the bills. Her money may still come to the table.
Right.
And we may
And do
still
something else.
decide, yo, what are we going to do with this?
Right.
He's talking. Mo got to be clear on what he's talking about because some people hear this shit and these chicks be on here googly eye, googly eye, but they don't really get what he's saying.
Yeah.
And the point that get missed, she can't come to the table and do nothing.
Right.
Right?
Gotta be something.
Because once you got a woman that you feel like not nurturing you, not caring for you,
course not.
you like, this bitch gotta go, baby.
Right.
And now you're gonna really be doing anything.
She
you
don't
wanna
gotta
do.
go.
what?
I gotta go.
So I'm saying, so a lot of people think that, like, oh yeah, he gonna be giving, he drink. No, she gotta be giving too.
Of course.
Also,
It's a give and take,
so
man.
People don't really understand that. But going to some other topics, So I don't know what your girlfriend status is, and I ain't gonna blow you up because this ain't like a girl chick show, so I ain't gonna blow you up. I don't care.
You already blew him up.
Yeah, he blew me out. Yeah.
God
oh,
damn.
he put me in a spot.
I
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Bringing it
So,
up.
You
down?
You know,
Because if there is somebody that's going like, why you ain't saying that?
So you know when a girl start talking to you, yo, I don't want your girl. I don't want your girl to say that with me.
That's what I was
You say
saying.
you have a comeback, or you know, how a girl something like that. Anyway,
Nah, I was expecting you. That's why I was cutting you off.
You just shed a light, bro.
Somebody tell me the score. Somebody tell me the score. So if you had a girl that was, on IG all day, maybe showing her body or her breasts, or on OnlyFans, working on OnlyFans, how would you feel about that?
my actual girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's living with my girl. She has OnlyFans.
OnlyFans and IG.
No, we're not doing that. She's not doing that. No.
Why?
Why is she doing that? For what?
What if you met her that
What do
way?
you? If I met her that way, then I'm an idiot. Then I can't say nothing. If I met her that way, then whatever she was doing, she got to continue to do because that's how I met her.
Unless you can provide for her to stop
Provided
doing
for her
it,
to stop.
right?
That too. You know what I mean? Like if you meet a stripper, she's a fucking stripper.
But
I'm
see,
taking her strip.
yeah, but see-
I'm taking her stripping.
See, but that's the crazy thing. See, I kind of have, like, I've been going to strip clubs since I was 17 years old, right? And one thing I've been through a lot of strip clubs and dealt with, and one thing I know about strip clubs
This
is,
nigga's best spelled like spritz from bathroom.
no,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
it used to. Yo, Fritz.
This nigga got
Lord.
Body Works.
But what I'm saying is this. There's no cookie cutter of what a stripper is, right? In the strip club, you got the strippers that come through, that do their job. They got a boyfriend at home, and at the end of the night, they go home to their boyfriend, right? Then you got the chicks that come through, that mess with dudes in the club or whatever, but they don't sell ass.
Right.
Then you got the chicks that come and wild out and sell ass. You understand? And I'm saying this because, for a very long time, like, I was in the streets, doing whatever I was doing, and it was very easy for the world to look at me a certain way, right? And have a perception of who I am because of what I did. And because of that, like, it always kept me a little more open-minded and not be judgmental as far as when people are doing what they're doing. And that's not saying that, I just think that it's not that black and white. I think it's very gray area. You got a lot of people who might be on OnlyFans because it's like, yo, nothing else is going on for me right now, and this is a simple way for me to make an income.
Right.
I know girls, if you want me to be honest with you, I know girls who are OnlyFans who literally have someone managing their account. They're not even the ones speaking to the people in the DMs. They got a dude doing that, and all they doing is sending content, sending pictures, sending videos to this person that posted on their OnlyFans. Like, they have an actual manager, and they don't do it directly. You know what I mean? So for me, it's very hard to knock somebody's hustle, man.
Right.
And if that's your hustle and if that's what you do and that's what you have to do, because one thing we know, man, is that shit is hard out here.
Right, it's hard.
What I will say is, I dated a young lady. She always would put pretty sexy pictures of her on Instagram, and it didn't bother me, but it bothered me at the same time because I think Instagram bothers me, right? Like, I find myself in the beginning of Instagram, I would like all the big booty chicks, right? I like all of them. You got booties and TNA, some titties out. I'm liking it. But as Instagram started to progress over the years, I see the same girl do the same thing in 2018, 2019, 2020, and I'll be like, yo, this is all you got?
Where's the growth?
Like, you don't have nothing else. Like, you don't got a pretty wedding dress you put on.
Right.
You don't got a pretty night. You just went out.
She do, but she takes it off.
You're probably right. So for me, I don't understand. You don't have nothing else going on. You don't got nothing else going on but this. Yeah. That's a problem. Like, y'all used to say to them, like, yo, you don't got to always show this. You don't got to always show cleavage. Yo, stop looking behind you because you're making me nervous, nigga.
Nah, I'm just looking. I thought this was somebody right here.
Somebody get this nigga away from this.
Am I this right here?
This nigga right here.
Yo, who this right here, son?
Y'all got that angle, nigga, like this. And shit, and I ain't saying the stupid shit is, I would like this and thought it was somebody right there. I'm like, yo, that's the mannequin, asshole. Stop, nigga. You got your liquor playing tricks on me, nigga. What the fuck is this shit doing?
Nigga, K-9 started coming the fuck out. Nigga, watch my back, nigga. The fuck you doing, son?
This nigga crazy, son. I start looking like, and I seen the orange. I'm like, oh, hold up. Who the fuck is behind?
Like, who snuck in here? I thought the door was locked.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, you know, I can't take that. I don't like all the time on the Instagram. So you got to show something else better, something else. You know what I mean? You got to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? I saw this thing going on IG too. It was women was asking if your man wake you up 3 o'clock in the morning, would you go cook for him? You know what I'm saying? But I want to switch it up for you, gentlemen. If your woman asked you to get up 3 o'clock in the morning and she was hungry, would you go cook for her or make her something?
Absolutely.
If
Without a doubt.
Nigga say, yo, me's a blood clot yard man, you hear me? He's a yard man, yo.
Well,
I'm doing that shit with a lady, son.
Nah,
if I gotta get up to go to work,
I'm not.
She gotta be sick.
Let's distinguish.
Okay.
We're not talking about some chick you just fucking. We talking about your wife, my G.
They didn't say wife.
And
It was just
wait.
say wife,
And let's understand,
nigga
right?
always wanna
No, I'm not taking nothing. What I'm telling you is this, right?
I want y'all to
Because
fuck Mo,
I'm
'cause he
thinking,
ain't do shit for
I'm thinking best case scenario,
Yeah,
right? So you talking about a woman that you've been with for 9-10 years, who's held you because Styles, you know I'm not a fool. That's number one. So when I say definitely, my case scenario for the woman I'm gonna be with isn't some chick that doesn't nurture me. Isn't some chick that wouldn't do the same for me.
But hold up.
You get where I'm
That's
coming
what
from?
you're saying. So we gotta differentiate what type.
Yeah, what type of woman
That
are
would
you
probably be-
talking about?
yeah.
Cool, they
Are you
said-
talking about something I'm just knocking down?
Right.
Or are you talking about my woman?
What the woman is, you just knocking her down. She in your bed.
No,
Like, yo, listen.
no. The woman I'm just knocking down can't even get a kiss. Hold on.
You go to friend.
The woman I'm just knocking down. The woman I'm just knocking down can't even get a kiss goodbye.
Right.
Wake up at 3 in the morning. No.
First of all, why you here at 3 o'clock?
Bruh.
I'm getting up 3 o'clock in the morning.
This is
that segment still with head?
But
I'll be
see?
right back.
now we're on the same page.
Yes, amen.
Like,
I'll be right.
you get what I'm
sandwich?
saying?
Before you get ahead, I'll be right back. And I only give it half of the sandwich. You ain't get this whole sandwich. There's no water.
Yeah, no water.
So my question is, but if that's your woman,
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
be
sure.
honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest. I gotta be totally honest with you. First of all, I think if my woman, if I had a woman, she probably wouldn't wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning if she wasn't really hungry. Right? Me. She ain't waking me up 3 o'clock in the morning. So if she woke me up 3 o'clock in the morning, that really she means she's really hungry, and I probably would get up. But I ain't cooking.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
And
Hold
if
on.
I did cook,
I got a
it's
story.
gonna be like eggs,
I got
some
a
scrambled
story.
eggs, something-
Quick.
I got a
something
story
quick.
for you.
She might get a peanut butter and jelly out of me. That's
Right.
it.
I got a
You know
story
what
for
I'm
you,
saying?
right? I got a story for you. So, my daughter's mother, God bless her dad, right? When we were together for I think we were together for 2 years, right? This was before flat screen TVs. So I had the box TV in my room with the dial that you turn or whatever, right? And I was asleep. She was laying in the bed. She was watching TV. So she shakes me and she's like, babe, I didn't know. She wanted me to look at something that was on the television. I got up out the bed, changed the channel, got back in the bed and went to sleep. So the next morning, she's like, babe, last night I woke you up because I wanted you to see something on the television. You got up and changed the channel. She said, why? I said, oh, nah, I thought you woke me up because you wanted me to change the channel. She was like, and you got up and did it? And I said, yeah, why wouldn't I? Like, at the end of the day, I'm your man, and I don't want you going to nobody else. No other man for nothing. So if you don't get it from me, who are you supposed to get it
He
from?
want the pussy to drip.
It's
down.
not, yo, bro. No,
I want
bro.
to get this nigga some ass. Like,
Yo, this nigga crazy.
this what you doing, boy?
Yo, but Ray, but do you get where I'm coming
I see
from?
you saying,
This
I see you
nigga's
saying.
crazy.
If you're my lady, then that means.
agree with this nigga.
Hold on.
If
Then
it's
that
your
means if
lady.
I don't do it, then I'm saying what, you should just do without?
Right.
Nah, because if I don't do it, then who's going
It's
to do
okay
it?
to say no, bro.
Like, if
guy
it's my
crazy.
lady, I'm gonna still be
If it's
tight.
my-
I wake up at
Yeah.
3 o'clock and turn the fucking channel, but
I'm
I'll
not
do
giving
it.
the turn
for
channel. I turn off the TV. I ain't turn the channel.
Yeah, where the fucking remote at?
Hold on. I got
You watch the TV. I ain't getting nothing. I
Listen.
turn it off. I'm not turning the channel, bro.
I got one more story.
Because I want to go to sleep too.
I got one more story for
Go
you,
ahead.
right?
Oh, he gonna. Yo, listen, ladies,
Nah.
drop your drawers.
I got one more story. Hold on.
Drop your drawers
I
right
got
now.
one
We
more
got a
story for you, right?
special request for Mo. Go ahead.
So,
This is the quiet side.
you remember I broke my femur in 6 different places, right? So a week after I got out the hospital, my
This
leg.
nigga was a gangster acrobat. Don't
So my leg broke. I spent the whole week in the bed. My girl was like, she was like, look, you've been home all week. Let's go see a Broadway show. So she took me to see Alvin Ailey dance company on Broadway. So we go see Alvin Ailey. We in there for 2.5 hours watching the show. There's a blizzard that goes on outside.
Oh, she really didn't care about that leg.
No, she didn't. Son, it just came out of nowhere. But anyway, when we come out the theater, in the city, it's like 5 feet of snow. So we jump in the car. At the time, we lived in Kew Gardens in Queens. It took us 5.5 hours to get back to Queens. So she's like, babe, I want to grab something to eat before we go in the house. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we get to White Castle. I'm like, don't go through the drive-thru. If you go through the drive-thru, we're going to get stuck. So what does she do?
Went to the drive-thru.
And what happens?
Got stuck.
We got stuck. Now, I'm sitting there with a broken leg. I got my one crutch. But me being the man that I am, bruh, I could not sit there and let her shovel the damn car out. So I hopped in the White Castle. I hopped in the White Castle with one leg, right? I got a shovel, hopped back to the car, shoveled the car out, hopped back with one leg. Yo, no, bruh. But listen, I say that to say, bruh, that's just the type of man I am. That's just the dude I am, bro.
Subject, bro. It's too much coochie juice in here for me.
Oh, God.
Please, we gonna call this nigga Coochie Juice Mo. I can't. This nigga been shining from coochie juice. That's it. I can't with this nigga no more. We got so much more topics, but I just want to do this one more.
And then we gotta go.
We gotta go. We enjoying RAYAN.
Yeah.
This dark skin shit just happened here, man. It's starting to smell like vagina here, but anyway. Yeah, y'all leave comments and like, share, and subscribe because this nigga crazy.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, share,
and go on RAYAN's DM, please.
Yo, give him your Instagram too, man. Follow my man.
Follow me at Rayan Lawrence, RAYAN LAWRENCE on Instagram, Twitter. I'm working on my TikTok, you know what I'm saying? But I got TikTok.
That nigga doing mad dirty wine and plumbing blood class. That nigga doing mad dirty wine. That nigga up there, dirty wine, like this Jamaican nigga up there doing cool at deadly water pumping. Everything on his TikTok right now for y'all ladies. But real quick, so this is a story. I don't know. Can y'all tell me the UFC fighter? I be watching. I just know his name is Israel.
Adavan, I forgot his name.
I don't know his last. Huh? Desanya, whatever his name. I like
Ain't that water?
I don't know. Right. He's probably butchering his last name. UFC fighter. I loved him. I watched his last fight the other day. He was so petty. He knocked this dude out, right? So the fight before that, he had fought the same dude, right? The dude knocked him out. His son got in the ring, the guy that knocked him out, and was like, and kind of just fell to the floor like he got knocked out and teased him. So when he knocked his father out this time, he found the little boy in the crowd and pointed at him and went like this. And little boy like 9, 10 years old, petty as fuck. I loved it though. You know what I'm saying? He said his father should have smacked the shit out of him from doing that to a fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't the father asleep though?
No. When he did it to him, the little boy did it to him first.
Okay.
Father knocked him out first.
Okay.
Right.
So this same fighter, I just wanted to bring that. I thought that was a funny situation. You could probably show it on the clip swath. But he has a girlfriend who's now suing him, not his wife, his girlfriend, for half of his earnings, half of his fortune right now, because she said she was there with him shooting in the gym the whole time, and she deserved half of what he's making, because she was there supporting him. So I want to ask you a question.
What's new?
You've been out here for a long time. I don't know if you have a long-time girlfriend or not, but it doesn't matter if you had one.
Yeah, here you go bringing up the girlfriend. Snitch time.
If you had a girlfriend for the duration of your career, do you think she's obligated to get half of what you earned because she was there with you, cheering you on, helping you, driving you to your auditions and shit like that? Does she deserve half if you leave her?
Absolutely.
A girlfriend?
Well,
not a wife. Not a
girlfriend. Okay.
If y'all break up,
good question.
Does she get half?
Ooh, the girlfriend?
No.
Not the girlfriend. But why would we not be married though? I don't know how long my career would have been at that point. You see what I'm saying? Just depends on the time. Let's say it was 10 years, but why is she not my wife?
Yeah,
It's
Mo,
a question.
Look, Mo's my homeboy. I'm
Right.
with that nigga all the time. He might as well give me half. We stop being friends.
So, but this is,
Like, I don't understand
this is my thing, right?
I'm not giving nobody half. Of
It
what
is
I
not.
work
It is not my responsibility.
Yeah.
It is not my responsibility to.
all that lover boy shit out the window now.
No,
No.
it's see, bro, I'm a realist. It ain't about no lover boy shit. It's just the fact that if you didn't secure your position to the point to become the wife, bro, a breakup is a breakup. Once we break up, that's it. Because after we break up, are you still gonna come to my house and do laundry? Are you still gonna come cook for me? No, you're not. It's over.
But I got a question. See, the problem is, for me, if I was that support system for a woman, whether I was her boyfriend or whether I was her husband,
Right.
I wouldn't. If we broke up, I don't want half of
You don't expect nothing.
right? As men, like I don't know if that's a man thing or
That's a
woman.
man
It's a man
That's
thing.
a man
That's a
thing.
man
I
thing.
wouldn't want her.
Definitely a
Yeah,
man
I'm not
thing.
want her shit.
Yeah.
Like I can't even see me fighting you for your crib. And
Yo, bro,
I'm not.
because you know why? Because the world would deem you a bum ass nigga.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Right.
Maybe I should. Maybe we should be bum ass.
but
niggas.
this
I'm gonna
is-
get some
but-
famous coochie out there.
but this is-
to
but
be a
this
bum
is-
ass nigga, 'cause
but this is
I
the-
don't. I can't see myself. Going,
that's also
how
why-
can I go to court? Yo, I took her to all the dance classes and step classes, all the
Right.
acting classes. Yo, when she fell, I wiped her ass.
You know what
I
they're gonna
want
say?
half.
And you chose to do that. That's what they're gonna tell
I
you.
don't know, bro. And women feel like, I'm not saying the women don't deserve anything.
Was
that
this your
supports you.
man, or was he an investment? Now you're looking for a return.
Right.
That's my thing. You did things because you chose to do it.
Right.
You didn't do things because you expected something in return.
Me being who I am, I'll probably hit her off with something. She's not my wife. If she's my girlfriend, I hit off with something because she was there. So I'll be like, you know what? Let me make sure she's good. Hit off with a bag and that's it.
Now question. If you've been, let's say you've been dealing with this woman for 15 years,
Yeah.
and you've been successful for 6 or 7,
Yeah.
right? And she's just literally been relying on you and hasn't established anything for herself. Whose fault is that?
That's her fault.
She hasn't utilized your contacts
Right.
or your connects to build anything for
Right.
herself.
Yeah.
You know, and let's just assume that this isn't a case where you were trying to stop her from doing that.
Right.
Where it was like, no, it's an open lane for you. If that's
Right.
what you want to do what you want to do.
Right.
And she chooses to just lean on you and not do anything for herself. At the point where y'all break up, bruh,
Yeah.
we're broken up.
broken
What do
up.
I owe you?
Yeah, like I said,
I would just hit off with something. Not just, you know what I mean?
Because I'll tell you this, very few wives that have the opportunity to get half don't go, no, I don't want half.
I tell
Right.
people this.
Yeah.
I saw this meme this weekend. Shout out to my man D1 from East New York. He had put up a meme that says, "What people don't understand, he's even loyal, even when you're not speaking. Like y'all got beef." And I'm one of those kind of people. So
Me too, yeah.
I'm gonna be loyal to the end. I'm loyal
Yeah.
to a fault, right? Like me and you don't gotta fuck with each other. I'm never gonna want to see a nigga do dirty to you or do something crazy. I'm gonna stop it,
Right.
Because even if I don't give a fuck about you no more,
Right.
I'm not that type of person. I'm just like, me and that person was friends for whatever reason. And I could say yo fuck that person, but my heart is gonna make me do something else.
It's because you pussy.
Yo, but for me, would I make sure a woman is cool? Yes, I would. But will I go above and beyond, giving her half my wealth, even a quarter of my wealth? No, it might be. I might go get her a crib.
Right.
I might take a burden off her hand, but I'm not giving.
I think
her
we
that.
forgot something.
Right.
What's that?
Why'd y'all break up?
I don't know why
That
we broke
too?
up.
No, but this is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck
What if,
why you broke up.
Okay, so
I
she
don't give a fuck.
so she
I don't-
cheated on you. You still you.
If she
Get
cheated on
Nathan. Nothing.
No.
But this-
Men is
Nothing.
different. But I'm telling you this. For me, I'm telling you what would probably happen. If I had loved her for a certain amount of period of time, for a long time, and I saw 5 years later, 10 years later, or a couple of years later, she fucked up, my heart would be bleed and be like, nah, I can't let her do that. Especially if she had kids, and I knew the kids, I couldn't do it.
Even if she cheated on you.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, if she cheated on you and slept with the dude in your bed in your house. Speak English.
If she slept with this nigga, hell no. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's crazy.
No, I'm just saying.
You know who I commend? It's on similar on the same topic, and it just came out with Savannah James. How she was like,
Oh, she a rider.
She a rider. She was like, I stayed in the
James.
back,
Yo,
and I
what's
feel
the
now that
score?
it's time for me to, you know,
What's the score?
Lakers better be up.
89, 87.
What's the time?
woman is.
Where keeping it real goes wrong.
Damn,
Yeah,
son.
back to LeBron James.
Yo, he's stuttering.
Yo, I love LeBron because yo, man, I strive to some people I look at and just say I would love my team to run like that. I love certain people. I see Kevin Hart. We said this on the last show. I seen Kevin Hart. I seen LeBron James. How they take care of their crews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How they make sure everybody eat. I don't want to win by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More important, not more important than my woman, but just as important as my woman and my family around me. I want my team to be around me. Niggas that I'm right with every fucking day.
Yeah.
So to see LeBron James and we talk like about John Morant and him, it's two different things. LeBron James came out of high school, 18 years old, right into the league, and he did almost everything correctly, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
From his business, from his mindset, what he had to say, what he didn't say.
But I also,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it makes when you compare that to John Morant and all the pressure. Remember, John Morant didn't have that pressure coming on him. Right. You know, they was saying they were gonna take LeBron was gonna be the next thing since Jordan.
Right.
And he kept all that shit up.
but I don't think all the credit goes to LeBron. You also have to give credit to those around him.
No. I'm not. But that's what I'm saying. It's the whole. It takes a village. Yeah. But you got to give him credit because he took the information and did something with it. Right. Some of us got villages, and we just still choose to go this way. Yeah. We choose to do what we want to do. Sure. So if one could do it on one extreme and one could do it on another extreme, you got to say, at least you can say it could be done, right? And LeBron James is just listen, he the spitting image of that it could be done. So I strive for my team to be that way. I try for me and Moe to be that way. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I want us to be great.
You're not tall enough.
See, this why I ain't gonna fuck with you. As soon as I get this money, I'm out. Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, that's another episode
of Brooklyn Boys Radio. Shout out to the homie RAYAN Lawrence.
Mr. RAYAN, this nigga from Flatbush, you Jamaican nigga. Follow this nigga on Twitter and Instagram, and go support every movie that he in so he can be rich. And he could come back and get us some more sneakers and shit. Nah, it was a pleasure having you today, my dude.
On the real, brother. I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to the Woods, Steezy.
Tico.
Anybody you want to shout out, man?
Yo, well, shout out to my hood, Flatbush. Shout out to Lennox. Shout out to Brooklyn, man, the whole of New York.
I see you on my man Popeye joint too. We all Flatbush.
Yeah, Popeye's my guy, man. We all Flatbush. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to the family. Shout out my Jamaican family, my Trinidadian family. You know what I mean?
That nigga ate mad. This nigga used to eat mad bully beef and rice. Bully beef.
A lot of oxtail rice and peas and things like that, you know? But yeah, man.
Booyaka, and the Shabba ranking.
Hey.
Always want to be Jamaican nigga. Fuck this Haitian nigga.
So if y'all see me in the club, I might have to do a two-step real quick for y'all, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? The nigga gonna dirty wine for y'all niggas.
Nah, no dirty wine.
That nigga gonna do the tati.
The bogle.
That nigga gonna tati for y'all, single to play.
And with that said,
fuck you. E legendary that's not too legendary. Fuck that nigga too, cause he always fucking up. Nah, that nigga. See, I was gonna say something nice about your bitch ass, but fuck you too, Bucks. We wanna call him Bucks. What we call him, that nigga?
I don't know.
Fritz. I don't know who the fuck he is today.
Fischer.
Who else is in here? Oh, that Indian nigga in here. Fuck him too. Where's Shanice at? That's my girl. She looked out for me today. Big up to Shanice. Tico, we love you, my nigga, and we praying for you and supporting you and your family. But it's still fuck you. Yo, we see y'all next week.
Brooklyn.
Later.
Out.